share my desk setup with you guys today. I've been dreaming of the perfect desk setup for years now. I've had so much inspiration from Instagram, TikTok, which I will show you guys here. And obviously it's a work in progress and it's gonna take a long time to acquire everything. I wanted to show you guys what it looks like right now. So I'm working at the dining room table. I do have the ultra wide that work had given me. I do have a nice keyboard and this monitor light. For the most part, all these components are gonna be reused in my desk setup. We're just adding a few new key components. It's gonna make it, I think, a little bit cuter and more aesthetic is the idea. And then eventually also ergonomic. So right now my desk setup is fine. Like, it's functional, it's not super cute or anything, but everything works and I can do my job well. But I have a new desk that I'm gonna be using instead. The aesthetic that I'm really trying to go for, as you could have seen in those pictures, was like white with like accents of like cream or tan kind of colors. That's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. So the first thing actually is the desk, which FlexiSpot had sent me, which is so amazing. But thank you so much to FlexiSpot for sending me this desk. It's a really, really nice one and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. It is a standing desk and I will tell you guys more about it after we set it up. An hour or so, and next thing is flipping this desk over. Okay, it's been a few hours. I just finished work and I couldn't finish building the desk at lunch, so I'm finishing it now. No one is here to help me flip it, so I'm gonna try my best to do this on my own. I have a towel here. I'm hoping that I don't scuff up the floor. This is why we deadlift. Oh, it's not that. Okay. Okay, so it's been actually an hour since I last recorded because I had screwed in everything there and there just to find out that I had this part upside down and basically had to disassemble the entire thing minus, I guess, these leg parts and reassemble the entire thing. So we're continuing now. Okay, last step is cable management. Okay, so all the cables are intact now. I just basically have to do cable management and there is a certain level of drilling. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm so tired. I finally finished building the desk. It is the next day. So I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about the desk. So this is the FlexiSpot dual motor E6 standing desk. But oh my God, that journey was a lot. It took longer than I thought to build it because I messed up. So that was my bad. Overall, assembly was relatively easy. The only thing is that it does require drilling to put 6 screws into the center of the desk. That's the only thing I would note. But love how it turned out. Love how the desk matches my aesthetic. I just want to share with you guys a couple of details about the desk itself. So the desk is super strong and sturdy, so it can hold up to 355 pounds. I'm not 355 pounds, but if you have a lot of things for your desk, it's very sturdy. Like, yeah. It also does come with wheels. I didn't choose to put the wheels on just because I don't want to scuff up my floors and I don't plan on moving it anywhere, so I don't really need the wheels. But if you do like to move your desk around, they come with wheels. Bruh. They also really help out with cable management, which is amazing because Eventually, not right now, I want my cables to be really nice. Basically not see the cables at all if possible. And the most important thing about this desk is that it is a standing desk. This is why I was so excited when FlexiSpot wanted to send me this desk, because I've used standing desks before at previous companies, but I've never actually owned my own. And I think that would help out a lot in terms of like ergonomic setup and like posture and just like general health. What's really cool about the desk is that you have 4 options in terms of like preset heights. So I've only set 2 of them, one for standing, one for sitting. Let me show you guys now the standing feature. This is standing. I don't know if I'm still in frame, but this is like the height of it when it's at a standing level. Obviously I can't get off now. So that's the height adjustment feature. And then the last thing I just want to say was that they do offer a 15-year warranty. So you're basically pretty set with this desk, and it has a lot of customization. So you can get it in different like colored tabletops as well as different colored legs. I got the white tabletop with white legs. So I just want to thank FlexiSpot so much for sending me this desk. It's such an amazing desk and I'm so excited to set it up, which let's do now. So now that we finished setting up the entire desk and putting everything on it, I wanted to do like a little bit of like a desk setup tour. I think a few people had questions in previous videos just about the things that I'm using for my desk setup, so I figured now is a great time to answer those questions. So the first thing that people had asked about is the monitor. So I have the Xiaomi 34-inch ultra-wide gaming monitor. I was basically on the fence between getting an ultra-wide versus getting another regular monitor and then bringing up my monitor from downstairs so I'd have a dual monitor setup. Honestly, nothing wrong with that. I just didn't like the idea that either one would be centered and one would be off to like the left or the right, or that you would have basically like the middle where there's no screen. So wasn't loving that. Ultra wide kind of solved that problem for me. And I think the greatest part about it is that it allows you to see so much stuff all in one, and I don't have to worry about like additional cables or anything to hook up 2 monitors. It's just 1 monitor. So it really helps with coding. I can see my front end and back end code at the same time, or like what I'm testing. And in terms of editing, it's just kind of nice to see my entire timeline. I feel like it's making me more productive. It's definitely easier to work on and easier on the eye. Obviously, it's not a must to have like monitors and all that. You can do the job without, but work gave me a work from home stipend for $500. And this monitor currently is listed for $399.99 Canadian. And I think I had gotten it on sale, so it might have been a little cheaper at the time. I wanted to get something that was within that $500 budget, and a lot of ultra wide monitors, especially the white ones, are a lot more expensive than $500. So I think this one's been great so far. I haven't used it for gaming, but that is the plan ultimately when I merge my 2 setups. Eventually, not anytime soon, I don't think, definitely not in this video. I do want to put it on a monitor arm that's going to be white, hopefully. And then I'll do the taping of the monitor so that everything can kind of match a little bit. But right now it's just on the stand that it had come with. So the next thing is the monitor light. A lot of people are asking about that too. I had gotten it for the reasons for eye strain. I was working on my laptop at one point doing all the editing and applying to jobs at the time, and it was just sitting on a laptop stand. My biggest issue with that was that I think I was straining my eyes trying to see on such a small screen, as well as just a lot of contrasting light, like a very dark environment and very bright laptop light. I had a little bit extra money left over and I was like, might as well get this monitor light. It does have 3 temperature modes. It also allows you to do a 60-minute timer, so after an hour it'll shut off, and then you can also adjust the brightness, which is really cool. So I think overall it has helped with eye strain. Obviously can't say for sure because using a monitor that's bigger and you can see more obviously helps as well. I had gotten this one just because it's the only curved monitor light that I could find that was a reasonable price. Otherwise they get pretty expensive. So the only thing that I will say is that it doesn't curve the entire length or width of the monitor. If that bothers you that you can only have it centered, then maybe this one isn't the right one for you. So the next thing is the keyboard. A lot of people ask me questions about this. I think this is my favorite component of my desk setup. So my keyboard is the Rainy 75 from Wobkey. People are asking me if I had mods on it. I do not. Long story short, I had basically modded the keyboard when I first got it, and I had done the tape mod as well as changing out the switches to the Akko matcha switches, and then I had different set of keycaps that were a lot thicker. Overall, the sound kind of wasn't my favorite. It sounded very foggy and almost muted. Wasn't really the sound that I was going for. I really like actually how it came default. So default, it comes with violet switches, and I got the model that has the RGB lights. Not that I really use it, to be honest. Have since removed all those mods. The only thing that's different from default is the keycaps, which are the Osume Dalgona keycaps. I really like these keycaps. They make the keyboard sound really, really nice, and it matches the aesthetic perfectly. The default keycaps were kind of ugly, in my opinion. I just didn't like them. It was like a set of like black, white, and tan keycaps, but the majority of the keycaps are black, and my vibe is a lot more white and bright. And then I have this cute little accent keycap that my brother's girlfriend had gotten me. I'll leave her YouTube also in the description if you guys want to check it out. She does a lot of keyboard videos. Other than that, nothing special, but the keyboard is wireless, and it has the 2.4 gigahertz like dongle connection as well as Bluetooth. So for work and editing, I just use the Bluetooth. And I also don't find that I need to charge it very often. So if you're concerned about battery life, the base, this like mid-tier model is pretty good. The price I think at the time was $100 USD, but by the time I did conversion to Canadian shipping and tax, it ended up being I think close to like 200, 250. So I wouldn't say it's exactly affordable, but what I will say is that I'm not shopping around for other keyboards. This is like my end goal keyboard. I'm very happy with it. So in that way, it was sort of an investment, and I use it every single day. So definitely worth it in my opinion. Then I have this Cloud wrist rest. I just find that a lot of mechanical keyboards are quite tall, and so having the wrist rest is really nice. I don't feel like I'm straining my wrists, and I actually do have a wrist injury from snowboarding, and I do find at times that my wrists will hurt, so having the wrist rest has actually helped me quite a bit. In terms of other peripherals, I have this Staples mouse. It's really, really small. It is a wireless mouse though, and I just use that for work. No complaints, it works. Like, I wouldn't recommend buying this one, but it works. And then I have the Apple trackpad that I use for editing. I got that trackpad I think like 5 years ago, and no complaints, it still works fine. And I know that the desk setup isn't great in terms of cable management. That isn't really like my priority right now. I think one day when I know I'm more permanent that I will worry about like cable management. For now, I do think I'm moving in the next 6 months or so, so I didn't really want to like worry too much about all the cable management stuff if I'm just gonna be moving it again soon. For the decor, I just have this little Bulbasaur fidget toy. It has like a little switch in it, so you just click it. Yeah, so it's cute. It's like a little fidget, helps me focus at work sometimes. This little dish that's just like holding a bunch of stuff, like extra SD cards and all that. But my brother's girlfriend had gotten me this dish because it looks like my cat, Darius. So she said it made her think of me, and so she got it. Very cute. So I just use it to hold, yeah, some miscellaneous stuff on my desk. Then I have this little Eve Lego thing. It came with a matching Wally one that, well, I built it with my ex, but he lost it anyways. But I just thought it was really cute, and like white matches the aesthetic. I'm like, why wouldn't I keep it? And then I just have this little phone stand here to, yeah, hold my phone, but also so that I can read my book from a distance. I do plan on replacing that. I'm not sure when the replacement comes, and I will show you guys that once I get it. I also have this cute little mushroom. I had actually crocheted this myself. Other than that, I don't think there's too much else to note on my desk. It is a little messy already, even though we just set it up. Unfortunate. Obviously, I have my work laptop. I have my personal laptop where I do my editing. I have an iPad where I sometimes do drawings as well as take notes, just miscellaneous stuff. In terms of location, I'm still in the living room. I'm just like pushed off to the side a little bit. Overall, love how everything turned out. Like, I'm very happy with this desk. Like, I have been wanting a desk for so long because working at the dining room table is not ergonomic in the slightest. So I'm very happy about this. Oh, and the chair that I'm sitting on, I think it's from Staples. Honestly, it's my mom's, so I'm not too sure, but it does allow for reclining. I think it has a lumbar support as well. Optionally, you can take these like armrest things off, and they also came with a headrest that I took off because I felt like it was pushing my neck forward. I think this is just from Staples. I do have a chair in mind that I want to get, but I'm probably gonna get it in August when my work from home stipend resets. Oh yeah, and then I guess this is random, but the last piece of tech that I want to show you guys is my e-reader. I'm a big reader. Like, I think I read on average 4 to 5 books a month. So this is the Kobo Libra Color. I just love this so much because you have all the books you could ever want on like one device. So easy to like carry around and stuff. So sometimes like when I'm taking a break at work, or I just need a second to like think about what I'm doing, or I'm like stuck, sometimes I'll just read, and that's why I wanted to get that little phone stand as well. Okay, first thing came in the mail. So this is the desk mat, I believe. So this is the desk mat. It's pretty big, honestly, but I think this is gonna be perfect. Put my keyboard on it as well as the mouse. So let's go set it up. So I'm kind of iffy on it. I think it's nice just to have it so that I have like a mouse pad and everything, and maybe it's like better for organization, but I think without other components in the desk setup, it looks a little bit strange. I think this mat just being here. So I'm not sure that I love it, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm on the fence about it, but if you guys have any tips for something better. Yeah, just a bit iffy on it. All right, I'm back from the gym. It's actually the end of the workday, so I got the next package, and I think the last package of this video. So that's everything basically for this video. The desk mat and the phone stand are both from Amazon. I'll link everything that is part of my desk setup in the description as best as I can. There are a few like miscellaneous like decoration things that I won't be able to find again for you guys. So I would say my desk setup is definitely a work in progress. It isn't exactly where I want it to be yet, but I know that it takes time to acquire all the things, and things are expensive. So I do want to space out my spending so I'm not like buying everything all at once. And styles also change. Like I might change my mind about some of these things or decide on something else for the future. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys have any suggestions for desk setups, I would love to hear them. I think once I move in the future is probably when I will do most of my acquiring of things for a setup. And yes, again, don't forget to check out FlexiSpot. I appreciate so much that they sent me the desk, and if you guys want to check it out, again, link is in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions or other things you want to see for future videos, let me know. At this moment, not too sure what I'm doing for the next video, so would love to hear your ideas. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.